Oberon Prime has arrived. The beast has been unleashed upon us. And in doing so, to be honest with you, yesterday we had so many hot fixes, it was unbelievable. I'm talking at least 7. The one that's inbound right now before I reset my Warframe game, this is like number 8, because if some of y'all do not know, is that pretty much when Oberon came into the game, Oberon Prime, there were stuff that were being taken out. Like, of course Ash Prime had to go, but Necros Prime systems got vaulted by accident. Saren's helmet, what I was told, some people couldn't farm for Saren helmet. Her helmet was gone. So technically when Oberon Prime came in the game, it's like there was a complete state of flux where shit was getting taken out at the same time. And also they fixed Sybaris Prime as far as with hip fire and its fire rate. Even though its fire rate at base is fine, but its fire rate in the hotfix need to be changed. So they end up doing that, and as a result everything seems to be fine now. It's just that within this hotfix we gotta, well, I gotta reset my thing, only because, as you already know, Necros' systems was vaulted now that it's back. But enough about that. Oberon Prime, like I said, is here. Sybaris Prime. You also got Silva and Aegis. I'm gonna put the drop locations as to where they drop as far as with their respective relics in the description down below. But yes, you could go and get the beast now because he is out. And Oberon Prime is slightly better than the original because he has more armor and he has more energy. So that is really nice. He comes with 2 V polarities and he also comes with 2 dashes. So you may want to tweak with that if you want to. And also for his aura slot, it's a V. So steel charge fit in there. But as you already know, you don't really need steel charge with Oberon Prime. You just need to have that energy. So I already put a former on his ass so that I could just change one of the dashes. So that's fine right there. But also we have the Sybaris Prime. Now the Sybaris Prime has 2 V's, and it also has, no, it has 1 V and 2 dashes. So I already formed this. I had to take off one of the dashes and change it into a V. And the Silva and Aegis, last but not least, it came with 2 D's and it has a V in it already, but it came with 2 D's, and I'm wondering as to, like, why 2 D's. I know why the first D is there, because you can do a crit build with it, so you could have drifting contact on. But the other D, I really don't know what the other D is for, so I'll just change that out to a V if you want to. Totally fine. That's what I did anyway. And, you know, the rest is history. But as far as with Oberon Prime, from the way he looks, I like how he looks. The back, however, it seemed like his back has like a hump. That's why I have a sign down on him, just because I don't like seeing that hump anymore. As you can see along the side here, it's like you can see like that little hump that he has. It's a little disturbing, but it's like, it's something I cannot get used to. So it's like, let me put a sign down so I don't have to look at that anymore. But as far as with his helmet, I like how his helmet is. They actually made his ears form to make like earrings, so to speak. He also has the horns to go along with it. If you look at the horns, like, it's like a little tip of fire. It's hard to notice it just because of where I'm standing and whatnot, but it looks really nice. And I like the design of the Silva and Aegis. I actually like the design of it, the fire effect that it comes out of it, and also the mace itself. As you can see, looks really, really good. So just gonna get that receiver. I don't need to get the Trinity systems. As you can see, I have freaking 59 of those. I could get the systems anytime I feel like. But as far as with Oberon Prime, Sybaris Prime, Silva and Aegis, mad good. Especially the Sybaris Prime, because even though it has a less of a critical chance when you compare it to the decks, but it makes up for it as far as with status. So that's a really good boost right there as far as with the Sybaris Prime. But other than that, as a whole, Oberon Prime, Sybaris Prime, and Silva and Aegis, it's a nice 3 combo, because a lot of people like the Sybaris. A lot of people's jumping on the bandwagon as far as with the Silva and Aegis. And Oberon Prime people are starting to grow into Oberon Prime, just because, you know, he's Prime now, but at the same time, not just because of how he looks, but his abilities. They have like visual effects on them and stuff. See, as you can see, I'm about to be logged out and shit. But as you can see, based on the latest hotfix that we got, as you can see, the Meso S6 has been introduced to fix Spear Blade. And as you can see right there, as far as with the Neo N7 has been introduced into the mix, they fixed that. Because again, Necro Systems was vaulted by accident, so they had to fix that. So now I gotta reset this and all that stuff. But as far as with my build for the Sybaris Prime, Silva and Aegis for right now, I already know how to build for the Sybaris Prime. I just gotta put the stuff in there. Like I said, the dash, I took that off, made it into a V, move it over here. This dash, I may do something with it, I don't know. Silva and Aegis, this is technically my build for it as of right now. This may be permanent because I like how this looks. All I did is put a former onto it. Prime pressure point with the reach, fever strike, drifting contact. I could leave it like this. Or what I can do is that I could take this off, you know, take these off and then put it put this in there. But if I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna need to put Organ Shatter in there, and as you already know, it can't fit yet. I have to wait to max it out even more, but I'll be able to put this in there and drifting contact along right there, which will still be fine. On top of that, the status is already at 80%, which is really good. And since my status is up there already, I can also, if I can, fit this in here if I want to, but I'm gonna have to format it again so I can put condition overload. There's a lot of stuff you could do with the Silva and Aegis. There's a lot of stuff you could do with it. But as of right now, it's like I could still fit this in there, leave that slot there, because again, it's only at 24, so I need to rank it up again. Alright. As far as with Oberon Prime, I'm getting to that point where I'm pretty much gonna be done with them. This, I'm gonna take off that lock, put in Prime Power Drift. And then for this slot, I'm gonna try and see if I can fit in Primed Vigor. But I need to form his ass like at least a couple times, and then that'll be it. So I'm building him the same way I build the regular Oberon. That's pretty much it right there. So it's not gonna take me long to build this beast. And as far as with Oberon, that's how he looks. I changed the color scheme. That's why he looks so badass right now. But as far as how he came in the game, that's how he came in the game. So yeah. Aside from that, that's all I got the time I have for you guys. Like I said, I'm going to leave the drop locations in the description down below. Like, subscribe for more of these videos, and I'm going to check you guys later, man.